Right, good afternoon, Year 11. If I'm right, it's now Monday. I'm not here, but we're going to look at a new topic today, or kind of a new topic. Something that came up on your mock exams, but we're going to stretch it a little bit. But we're going to simplify algebraic fractions involving indices, involving powers. So let's have a look at this one. We've got to simplify this expression. So if I wrote that out longhand, what I've got is 5 times x times x times x times y times 8 times z, that's a z, times another z. So let's have a look at what's happened. We've got lots of things multiplied together. So I've got a 5 and an 8 I'm timesing together. Well, that would give me 40. I've got an x times an x times an x, so that's x cubed. I've got a y times a y, well, that gives me y squared. And I've got a z times a z, and that gives me z squared. So all I've done is I've taken my two expressions here, multiplied them together, and got a combined expression. Okay, so we've had a quick look at some of the basics of simplifying. Here's another couple of little things to remember. Simplifying this expression here, same idea again. 5 times 3 is 15. I'm not going to write it out in longhand this time. X squared times x, well, remember, if we times in two matching letters together, we add the powers, so that's an x cubed. And y times y, there's a y there and a y there, so that'll give me a y squared when I combine them, and I've got a z on its own. Here, the second one, we've got a division. Well, this time I'll look at what cancels. I'm going to look at the numbers first. 3 and 6 cancel. There's 1, 3 and 3, and 2 3s and 6. Y squared divided by y cubed means, if I think about it, I've got y times y there, and y times y times y on the bottom. Where I've got matching y's I can cancel, so that would simplify to 1 over y. So those two y's there cancel with 2 of those. So my simplified expression is 1 divided by 2y. Right, now we're going to extend this to a multiplying question. So remember, when multiplying fractions, let's say we're doing this one here, we multiply the numerators and we multiply the denominators, and then if we can, we cancel. So here we've got 1 6 and 6 and 2 6s and 12. So let's apply the same approach to this fraction. Let's multiply the numerators, which gives me 40 x cubed y squared z squared. Multiply my denominators, which gives me 30. I'm going to write them alphabetically this time, the letters. X, y cubed, z to the power of 4. And now I can start my cancelling. Well, 10 goes into 40 4 times, and it goes into 33 times. That x there will cancel one of my x's at the top, so that'll become an x squared. Both these y's, y times y, will cancel 2 of the 3 y's on the bottom, and these two z's here will cancel 2 of the z's on the bottom. So my simplified fraction, let's go back to blue, is going to be 4 x squared on the top and 3 y z squared on the bottom. Okay, last one. I've tried to record this 5 times, believe it or not, and I keep making a mistake. Right, it's dividing fractions. Hold on to your hats. Right, so remember, when we divide fractions, we turn them into multiplication calculations by flipping the second fraction. And that's all I'm going to do here. So I leave my first fraction exactly the same, and I change it to multiplying, and I flip the second fraction, which gives me that. So before I do anything else, and you're thinking, oh, he's going to launch into multiplying numerators, denominators, what I'm going to do first is try and make my life a bit more easy. I'm going to start cancelling my numbers before I combine them. And that's nice because I can see straight away that there's 1 4 there and 2 4s there. And 9 and 15 have a common factor of 3. There's 3 3s in 9 and 5 3s in 15. Now I'll multiply, which will give me, on the numerator, 3 times a to the power of 5, b cubed, c to the power of 4. My denominator becomes 10, 5 times 2, a squared, b to the power of 5, c squared. I've simplified my numbers already now. All I need to worry about are my letters. So if I can start cancelling my letters. So those 3 b's on the top cancel with 3 of the 5 on the bottom, and those 2 c's there cancel with 2 of the 4 on the top. So my final simplified fraction is 3 a cubed c squared all divided by 10 b squared. And that is my final answer.